Hey, my name is Caja, and in this video I'm going to talk to you about two contemporary fiction books that both have to do with bullying. Both of these are for older children, and so one of them is called Online by E.S. Boter, and the other one is called Offline by Caja Cazemier. And I read Online first, so that's the one I'm going to be discussing first. But I actually bought these two at the same time at a library sale, and so because of their titles, Online and Offline, in my mind they were connected, even though they're really not. But since I read Online, I then wanted to read Offline, if that makes sense, because they have similar themes. And well, I don't know if you have book connections like that too sometimes or not, but yeah. Answer the comments if you want. So I'm going to talk about Online by E.S. Boter first, and then we'll talk about the other book. So this author has actually illustrated a lot of children's books, but this is the first book that she wrote. She also illustrated it. So this is about a girl named Ilse. She has just gone to high school. So in the Netherlands you have, I don't know about, probably not all kinds of education, but anyway, in Ia's case, she had primary school, years 1 through 8, and then she goes to high school, which is generally when you're like 12, 13. Don't know exactly if that's Ilse's age, but she loves playing the guitar. In her new school, she is not liked a lot. She gets bullied. Now, she has two friends that she had on primary school, but her two friends are going to a different high school. So she doesn't see her old friends as much anymore, her two friends. And the two friends, those two girls, seem to spend more time hanging out with the two of them than that they also spending time with Ilse there. If that makes sense? And the people at her new school, yeah, she gets bullied there, particularly by like a group of popular girls. Well, and the synopsis goes on with some more stuff. But some of that takes a bit longer. So this was written in the time of, this was published in 2006. So you have to think back technologically kind of to that era. So they get, Ilse gets internet at the house. So this was when the internet was just being introduced there. And so then she can go online and chat with people. And I don't know if that was how that development went in other countries, but this was back in the day when you just had internet. There were these chat rooms you could go into. So she basically she meets a friend, like an online, she gets an online friend, if that makes sense, who she can talk to online. Yeah, so it was interesting for me, also a bit nostalgic to read back through to that time. I was in university in 2006, but I do recognize and remember that time when I was in high school. That was some years before this was published, but like similar times. And although we didn't have cable, because that wasn't, we had like dial-up first. But anyway, yeah, this was an enjoyable read. Now, content warning, aside from bullying, there is some fat phobia and diet culture in this. And like, it's partially addressed, but also partially not. So I just want to put that out there. Yeah, so I enjoyed this. And then we get to the other book, which is called Offline by Caja Cazemier, different author, but a similar subject. It's also about a girl. Her name is Jiska. She's 13, and she gets bullied at school, high school, the second year she's in. So the other girl was in the first year. This is in the second year of high school. And And she doesn't only get bullied, Jiska doesn't only get bullied at school, but also online. So in this story, this is slightly new. This is from 2009, and Hives is a thing here. And I don't know if Hives, the website, if that was a thing in other countries as well or not. So I don't know. And the thing is, that was a thing when I was, so I never really experienced this for myself, this website. And with that, I feel like MySpace was sort of similar. I also didn't experience that. I know my brother did. But anyway, so I only know, I don't think the website Hives, I don't think it exists anymore. Maybe it does? I don't know. I don't hear about it anymore. Anyway, so I don't know like how well I can explain that to you, because I don't know if it was, maybe we can Google. No, it was Dutch actually. Okay. And people actually switched to Facebook. Okay. So it is no longer a thing. It was a Dutch social media platform, and it stopped existing at some point. It is apparently just a house games, but it stopped existing because a lot of people moved to Facebook. So this is basically existed before Facebook, and it was a Dutch thing. And so yeah, I was never on it, but anyway, just to give you some idea of what it was. And in that sense, you know, technology dates a book, but I find it very nostalgic also to bring that, even if I didn't experience this exact thing myself. But yeah. Anyway, so Jiska is heavily bullied both in school and online, and yeah, that's basically what the book is about. It's not that long. The other book wasn't that long either. I don't know if I've read many books by this author before. I do still have some on my shelves to read. She's written quite a few books. Now, this was written in third person past tense, and yeah, bullying is a heavy is a theme in there, so content warnings for that. It was difficult to read for me at times. I was also bullied, not online, gladly. At the time that I was bullied, that was kind of before you had that. Although some bullying online there was as well later on, but like most of the bullying in my childhood and teenagehood was before there was as much. Yeah. Anyway. So these two books, in that sense, brought back some memories for me regarding being bullied, which I have told some of you about, or may have interested in me, I'm not sure. But anyway, so yeah, both of these books were nice reads. I gave offline a slightly higher rating than online because of the sort of diet culture in this. Although in 2006, you know, that was not as much, you know, I didn't know about that in 2006, so I wouldn't have picked it up had I read it at the time. But yeah, anyway, so these two books were enjoyable reads, difficult to read at times. Yeah, if you have any books in which the main character gets bullied that you want to recommend to me, feel free to leave them down below in the comments. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye!